Welcome to Rabbit and Red Reviews. I am Eric, and today I'm going to be reviewing for you Laphroaig 16-year-old single malt Scotch whiskey from the Islay region of Scotland. So as always, I will give you a nose, taste, finish review about the whiskey, chat a bit about the value, give you my final thoughts and a score, and leave you with the malt musing. But first, some info here on the Laphroaig 16. So this is an interesting one. The Laphroaig 16 was originally released in September of 2019, so just a few months ago, and it was a retail exclusive that Laphroaig did in partnership with Amazon. However, it was Amazon only over in Europe. So in the United States, you can't buy alcohol off Amazon, but you can in Europe. And this bottle was released exclusively to the European market, but has showed up in some different liquor stores here in the United States, and I was fortunate enough to get my hands on one. It is said that there is only about 11,500 bottles of this out there, so relatively exclusive. This is what the bottle's looking like. Typical Laphroaig looking bottle. It's got this gold ribbon around it. Just says on the front, the most richly flavored of all Scotch whiskeys, established 1815. This is bottled at 48% ABV, so really encouraging to see that. And here's what it says. Remarkable things happen when our iconic whiskey is distilled and then poured into first fill ex-bourbon barrels to age for 16 years. These barrels yield a bright gold color, more intense vanilla flavor, and subtle spice notes. During the maturation process, the perfect complement to Laphroaig's signature smoky flavor. So this is aged exclusively in first fill ex-bourbon. So expecting to get a lot of bourbon notes out of this one for sure. Let's get this in the glass, y'all. All right. It did not say anything on here about being non-chill filtered or being natural color. And fortunately, with a lot of Laphroaigs, they do not state that it is natural color or non-chill filtered on their bottles. So unfortunately, we're going to have to assume that this has probably been a bit chill filtered and had some color added. Here on the back of the tube itself, same language that I read to you off the bottle, so nothing new here. All right, let's get into it, y'all. So that is the color we were getting. It is noticeably lighter than I would say most Laphroaigs, which does give me some optimism that maybe they didn't add color to this. But again, if it's not stated it on the bottle, I mean, you can't know for sure. All right, here we go. On the nose, and signature Laphroaig, medicinal, iodine, kind of sea influence peat smoke. It smells like a campfire with some saltiness. Heavy bourbon notes though. So mixing in with that peat, you're getting vanilla, light caramel. There's a bit of an herbal, kind of grassy note in the background. Sweet, spicy, smoky. Everything you'd want out of a Islay single malt Scotch. Not getting a whole much more on the nose. Not super complex, but I will say compared to some of the younger Laphroaigs, the peat still coming in with a lot of impact, but not as heavy as you get off like the Laphroaig 10 or the Laphroaig 10 cask strength or the quarter cask or anything like that. All right. So fairly straightforward on the nose. Let's give this a taste. Slaunch, y'all. So right away on the nose, pardon me, on the palate, you're getting herbal, kind of earthy herbal note, a little bit bitter, and a little bit just kind of grassy, but then you get a nice hit of that peppery peat smoke. So it's kind of like black pepper, chili pepper. The smoke is there hanging around through the entire development of this. And then the bourbon notes come in. So you get this full flavor of vanilla, It's kind of like a creamy vanilla. There's some caramel going on, same as on the nose. A little bit of almost like a slight light coffee note. And again, that iodine, that signature kind of Laphroaig, peaty, earthy smokiness. Not much in the way of citrus. Sometimes you get a lot of a citrus note off Laphroaig. Not getting that here. As it goes into the finish is medium to medium long, leaving me with just a nice kind of well-balanced smoky vanilla flavor. Quite good. Just a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe like hazelnut or something like that. Just a little bit of a nuttiness in it too, but it's very faint. Yeah, about medium on the finish. You know, given that this is 48% ABV, I'm gonna put a little bit of water on this, see what else we get out of this Laphroaig 16. Not too much water, just a bit. So the smoke tames down quite a bit when you add water, but still there, bourbon notes are coming through more now, getting more oakiness, caramel, a little bit of that vanilla still there. Again, that herbal, that kind of earthy, grassy herbal note still there, and then saltiness. This is salty. Okay. Rich, high viscosity, really full mouthfeel, spicy. The addition of water, you're just getting a lot more flavor, even than it was neat. The smoke is there, but a little bit of a fruit note coming through now. It's kind of like apple cider type thing. Really, really good. Everything is kind of working pretty harmoniously here, which you usually get when you have older aged whiskeys like this. But it's still bread and butter Laphroaig. Yeah, so this is good neat. This is good with water. I think with water, you're getting just a little bit more out of it by taming down that 48% ABV. Yeah, finish is even a little bit longer now with the addition of water. I'd say it's a long finish now. Yeah, I do recommend putting a little bit of water on this. Okay, here's one more look at the bottle. Laphroaig 16. Straight up, standard looking Laphroaig bottle. Tube looks about the exact same, just with the gold ribbon. All right. Okay, so value-wise, I would say this is exclusive, at least at this point. This is December 2019. As far as I know, this is not, there's not going to be any more of this released. Like I said, there was about 11,500 bottles that are released, and only a portion of those are making it to the United States. So if you're in the US and you see this, grab it. You're going to find it on the shelf. If you can find it on the shelf, you're lucky. Otherwise, you might be able to find it online. This is about 100 to 115, 120 bucks. Which, you know, given some of the other Laphroaigs, you know, I'm thinking about like the Cask Strength 10, even some of the Carchus annual releases, which are coming in around 70, 80 bucks. This is a little bit pricey, but, you know, you're getting an age statement on it. And I have to give Laphroaig compliments. You know, say what you want about them doing this partnership with Amazon or what your opinions are about Amazon. But the fact that they are releasing something with an age statement, especially in this day and age when so many whiskeys are going to non-age statements, I got to give them props for that. So I think this is a moderate value. And, you know, my final score on this is really, I'm going to put this, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5, which is going to be, I recommend trying this for sure, grabbing a bottle at a good price. I don't think this is as complex as the now discontinued Laphroaig 18 or its replacement, the non-age statement Laphroaig Lore. And you can get a bottle of Lore right around the same price, but mad props to them for putting an age statement on it. This is a really solid whiskey. Doing this with first fill X bourbon, it's definitely got a lot of good flavor. This will be fun to explore for a while. And, you know, if you find this on the shelf and you're a big Laphroaig fan, grab it for sure. Otherwise, I think there are a couple that you might be able to find, which you'll get a little bit more for your money. As I mentioned, the Laphroaig 10 cast strength, even the some of the Laphroaig Carchus line. So 3.5 out of 5 is going to be my final score for Laphroaig 16. All right, and with that, I'm going to kick you over to your malt musing, and we will catch you next time here on Rab and Red Whiskey Reviews. Sláinte, y'all.